22 contenders, round 3 of the MotoGP World Championships. When the lights go out, here we go, and a really good launch from Pedro Acosta. Look at the gas, like a rocket up towards turn 1, through the mist. He emerges leading the way. Bastianini into second, Marquez into third. Contact there with Maverick Vinales, pushed out onto the outside of the racetrack by his teammate as well. Vinales from pole down to about 10th. Martin almost made contact with Marquez, and he was forced to roll up. So Martin's up to 3rd. It looks like he's that Miller into 4th and Marquez into 5th.
I was watching Vinales off the line. He didn't get a bad start, but weirdly, it went up to turn 1, left the door wide open, and allowed everyone to dive up the inside of him. And like you said, he's down in 11th.
Jorge Martin attacks quickly on Enea Bastianini, but it's the rookie, Pedro Acosta, who leads a Grand Prix in just his 3rd race in the Premier class, 19 years of age. This kid is something a little bit different as Miller and then Marquez take a very tight line underneath Enea Bastianini, and Marquez could get the better of both of them in there as they come out the corner. It is as you were though. Miller has got through into 3rd, Marquez into 4th, Bastianini into 5th with Pecco Bagnaia. We're going on board now with Bagnaia alongside his teammates. Is he going to be able to take Marquez as well? Down into turn 12, no, but he's up into 5th place. Bastianini a little bit wide, but has to settle for 6th at the moment, and that's Fabio Quartararo off the track at turn 12 with a couple of other riders.
Pass for the lead.
Change for the lead, and it is Martin going through. Marquez also contact with Marquez and Miller. He fought back at Marquez, and Marquez is going to lose the spot to Pecco Bagnaia, and a wing has come tumbling off the side of Marc Marquez's Gresini Ducati bike. That could really affect his chances in this race.
How good for Bagnaia that. Basically 2 riders there colliding into each other, and easily pass for him. Here we go, this must be a pass.
It is from Martin, and now will Bagnaia also try and go through? Acosta's gone for the cutback again.
Very, very classy that. I mean, Pedro Acosta, you imagine, he knows he's on the limit in the braking zones, and it's like, if you come past, I know you're not going to make the apex.
Through goes Jorge Martin. And Marquez lunges through.
Passes on it. Pass on Pecco Bagnaia, the world champion. We know don't get on these two.
That felt like instinct. That felt like Bagnaia's watching Martin make the move.
Yeah.
And Marquez has gone, I'm going to take full advantage of this down towards turn 11. I thought Bagnaia was going to have a go. Oh, almost contact between Martin and Acosta now.
Yeah.
And Marquez is up into 2nd place. He's inherited it. And listen to the crowd. There is no one more popular at the Circuit of the Americas than Marc Marquez. 7-time a winner here, and he's up into 2nd place.
I think that's the first mistake we've seen from Pedro. Just outbraked himself into turn 11. Easily done.
It's a side pod that's gone from Marquez's bike. I just caught the glimpse of it there. So the side wing pod has gone, which probably means in certain corners that will feel a little bit weird for Marc Marquez. Jorge Martin under pressure from Marc Marquez. That's a massive lunge, and he touches the front tyre to rear tyre, and somehow Marquez stays on his bike. Somehow Martin stays in it. He loses 2 positions though, Marc Marquez. That was a lunge. That was a bit of a lunge from a bit too far back.
Do you know what I love about modern MotoGP now? There is no respect. If you see a front wheel, in the olden days, guess what you did? You just picked your bike up. You thought, well, he's through, and if actually I might end up going down. The new way of riding is if you see a front wheel, stick your knee into it, throw your bike on it, because otherwise, if you don't, you will get bullied.
On board with the rookie Pedro Acosta.
Beautiful out of that corner. He got such good drive. Go on. Here he comes.
He's going to go for it.
He's going.
He's going for it, and he's going to.
And he's made it beautifully.
I mean, that was judged to absolute perfection.
And a cheeky look. Where is he? Right.
Well, this is helping Jorge Martin out front, but just shows what Pedro Acosta wants to do in MotoGP. He said yesterday, I hate losing. He finished 4th in his 3rd sprint. He finished 4th. I hate losing, and it gets worse every week and every year. Yeah. He's 19.
Yeah, but he's saying that. Here we go.
Here we go, Marc Marquez. And that's where he went through on Bagnaia last time. Marc Marquez said, I know the rules of engagement now after what happened in Portimao. And he's just rubbed the side of Bagnaia's bike as he came through there. gets the drive up towards turn one. Bagnaia superb on the brakes, but Vinales wise to it.
Maverick must go wide. Yeah, you could just see there. Once you get in the braking zone, if you see a rider with that, oh, what a move! How much? Who is this new Maverick Vinales?
It's Batman.
It's Batman. I am so liking what we're seeing. Look, in the last 3 seasons, we've seen a rider who we know can ride on his own. He's got incredible speed, but also,
as the Mizia, that's Pecco Bagnaia's fiance.
He's lacked a bit of fight. So many times we've seen Maverick, and we've wanted him to get his elbows out. But the new and improved 2024 version of Batman is pretty impressive.
At the front, this is the best America's Grand Prix we've ever had, because usually at this stage of the race it's all split up, and it's not today. As Pedro Acosta going to push them both wide, and watch Marc Marquez. He's going to have the inside line. Is he able to get through? He's alongside Martin, changing the leader again. Look at the power of the 24 Ducati, but Marquez levels him. He's been so brave on the inside, almost contact with Martin, who doesn't want to give up the position, and Marquez hangs on. Acosta leads again. This is superb.
What did Pedro Acosta say about MotoGP? He was saying this last year. He was saying everyone gets on too much. I like it when people battle. And I'm thinking, I tell you what, he's cocky, he's confident. Look at him.
He said, we need more Schwantz.
Yeah.
And this is the flamboyance of the Texan, the 1993 500cc world champion, doing it on Schwantz's patch here. And Acosta at the front, Marquez back up to second. We've seen all the races this year, pretty much from lap 1, someone out front, and we have had about 10 changes of lead already in this race. Marquez up at turn 1.
For miles back.
And he gets it stopped. Marquez takes over the lead in this race now. He gets through on Pedro Acosta. What a race we are having here. They drop down through turn 2. There's a yellow flag in here now, so just have to be aware of that one. Marquez is down, pushing too much, too soon, half race distance, and from the lead, Marc Marquez has crashed out. That's one down.
Yeah, he was pushing hard, wasn't he? I mean, it's full attack mode for Marc. It looked like he was close to the limit on so many occasions. He asked that little bit more in the braking zone, and down it went. It went pretty early there.
Oh, here comes Maverick Vinales.
Unbelievable.
On Jorge Martin.
Unbelievable. What I'm seeing.
This is a different Maverick Vinales that we got this year in 2024. He is turning himself into a title contender here. Victory in the sprint yesterday. Victory in the sprint in Portugal. Would have taken second in Portugal if his bike hadn't let him down. But Vinales is backing it up, event on event.
Yeah.
Across the line they come. Still Acosta, 19 years old, would become the youngest ever winner in the Premier class. Think about it, we're in the 76th season and he would be the youngest ever winner. And Bastianini sits up his teammate Bagnaia. Bagnaia is having a stinking start to 2024. The chance of the three-peat, well, it looks distant at the moment.
But we've also seen this before with Bagnaia. He has these little lulls of form, but he then can go on a 5-6 race sort of streak, so...
The wonder is if that 24 Ducati, however great it seemed when it's come out of the package, if they've just got still a few teething issues with it. Again, on board with Acosta here now, looking at Vinales' big number 12 on the front of his Aprilia.
Vinales can just turn tighter on all the corners. He can put the bike into better position so he can attack through corners like this. Here he comes.
He's alongside.
The inside.
Down into turn 11, and Vinales comes through. Is Acosta able to gather enough momentum out of the corner? Yes, he is, you know. Look at this. And Acosta on the brakes is a demon. Look at that. Look how so evenly matched they are. But Vinales holds on to the advantage. Martin having to ride so defensive. Bastianini going for the wider line to get the drive down the back straight now. We're on board. Oh, touch of the green though from Martin, and that's allowed Bastianini to just cruise past him.
Yeah, on the red part of the track. Here we go, is Martin going to try and get him back on the brakes?
He can't from there, surely. And Bastianini up into the podium positions. And I tell you what, Enea Bastianini, second in the championship, putting together a solid start to his campaign. Penultimate corner, here he comes then. A redemption arc that goes all the way back to Austria when he fell out with Yamaha, got sacked. He's built and built, and he has started 2024 like he means business again. The Top Gun, Maverick Vinales, is on top in MotoGP once again. He wins the sprint and the Grand Prix here in the USA. Pedro Acosta is second, Enea Bastianini is third. Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, as you would expect, he waves the checkered flag for the MotoGP field. Martini's fourth, Bagnaia is fifth, but there are tears streaming down the face of Maverick Vinales because he knows where he's had to come from to do that, not just in this race, but in his life.
Yeah, in his life. The ride of his life. He said he has never ridden a MotoGP bike so well. He's riding better right now than ever, and that's what he said this morning, and he just backed it up with the ride of his career.